Hi, good morning everyone. Last have seen phylum, third phylum Ctenophora. What we completed still now? Basic terms of animal kingdom. First phylum Porifera, second phylum Coelenterata, third phylum Ctenophora. Now the fourth phylum is phylum Platyhelminthes. See, in phylum Platyhelminthes, these are also called as in Kannada chappate hulugalu. Okay, Platyhelminthes means in Kannada chappate hulugalu. These are also called as flatworms. I will say why it's called as a flatworms in later. Okay, according to our pattern, we will go through occurrence. Occurrence means where it will found. Habitat of these platyhelminthes. These are endoparasites. Endoparasites. What is meaning of endoparasite? You may feel new word, right? See, these are endoparasites and free living. Some are free living, some are endoparasites. The example of free living is planaria. Planaria is a free living. Endoparasites example means these two, liver fluke and tapeworm. Okay, see, we will see what is the endoparasite first. Why? Because you are feeling new word, right? See, first we'll discuss what are parasites. Parasites means which dependent on host organism. ಬೇರೆ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. These are parasites means dependent on host organism. Parasites is dependent on host organism. There is two types. One is endo and ecto. There is two types. There is no in your syllabus this much of brief manner. Sake of your understanding purpose, I am telling this basic. Okay, see, endoparasites, these are platyhelminthes, right? In parasites means which depend on other organism, which lives on host organism. Okay, endoparasites means which lives inside the host organism. Inside the host organism is called as a endoparasite. So these are endoparasites, where it will live inside of the host organism. Host organism means other organism. ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಜೀವಿಯ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಜೀವಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Okay, that's a parasite. Endoparasite which lives inside of the host organism. What about ectoparasites? Ectoparasites are which lives on the surface of the host organism, on the surface of the host organism. ದೇಹದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ವಾಸಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. Ecto means which lives on the surface of the host organism. What are the example of endoparasites? Tapeworm and liver fluke. Ectoparasites example means lice. Lice means henu. It lives inside the our head. ನಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಏನು, that's example for ectoparasites. And one more example, ticks. Ticks on dog. Ticks. Ticks is nothing but in Kannada ಹುಣ್ಣೆ. ಡಾಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹುಣ್ಣೆಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. those are ectoparasites. Got it? Lice on our head and ticks on dog, these are example for ectoparasites. It may causes some disease, no doubt, not at all. These are disease organism which depends on host organism. These are disease causes which depends on host organism, is called as a parasites. Okay, see, this is what endoparasites. Okay, these are endoparasites, these are free living example, planaria, endoparasite, liver fluke and tapeworm. Next, level of organization. See here, organ level of organization going to occur here. Organ level of organization going to occur in where? Platyhelminthes. Organ level of organization means group of tissues. They are going to form an organ. That's called as an organ level of organization. Right? Group of tissue. Those group of tissue going to form an organ. The organ is going to form here platyhelminthes. The platyhelminthes comes under the organ level of organization. Right or wrong? Right. Here, body symmetry. Body symmetry is bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. I told you, symmetry, types of symmetry. What are types of symmetry? Asymmetry, radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry. This possesses bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means if you cut the body, see, from this axis, from the only single axis, we will get one left and right part. Bilateral. If you cut this body in a single axis, single plane axis, we will get one left and right halves. One left one barutte, one right one. Center of the axis, if you cut the single plane of the axis, you will get two equal halves, one left and right. That's called as a bilateral symmetry. Okay, next, see, these are organism found in where it will found inside of the body, and free swimming means free living means wherever. Okay, next, occurrence is completed, level of organization is completed, body symmetry is completed. What about triploblastic or diploblastic? These are triploblastic in nature. Triploblastic in nature means 3 germ layers. They are going to possess 3 germ layers. One, ectoderm, outer layer, innermost layer, endoderm. In between the ectoderm and endoderm, going to form one layer is called a mesoderm. That's why it's called as a triploblastic in nature. Triploblast. 3 germ layers. Okay. Already I told you while discussing basic terms, start of the class, what are triploblastic, diploblastic animals. Okay. Next, these are acoelomates. Acoelomates means, what are coelom? Coelom is nothing but body cavity. Types of coelomates: acoelomates, pseudocoelomates and true or eucoelomates. These are acoelomates. Acoelomates means there is no body cavity. Body cavity is completely absent in platyhelminthes. That's why these are acoelomates in nature. Okay. Now important thing is special features. Special features is nothing but unique characters. These are the very important special features. The first important special feature is these are having specialized structure called hook and suckers. Hook and suckers. Hook means in Kannada kokke. Suckers means it's suck, ಈರಿಕೊಳ್ಳು ಅಂತದು. Suck means ಈರಿಕೊಳ್ಳು. Okay, hooks and suckers are present in these organisms. What are the function of hooks and suckers? Hooks helps in attachment. Hooks helps in attachment of the host organism. Why? Because it's present inside the body. Hooks helps in the attachment. Okay, attachment purpose hooks is using. What about suckers? To absorb, suck, for sucking purpose, to absorbing the nutrient from the host organism. Absorb the nutrient content from the host organism for suckers. Nutrient content, okay, sucking nutrient content from the host organism. In the case of these parasitic, endoparasitic, there is completely absent of digestive system is completely absent. Why completely absent means? I will show you one thing. See, these are endoparasites. I told you, endoparasites means which live inside of the host organism. Where it will live inside of the host organism means in intestine. Intestine means, this is what intestine karulu, gut wall. Okay, see, by the hook it will attach here in intestine, by the hook only. Okay, it will going to live here only, in intestine only. The lifestyle is will grow here only. But suckers will suck the digestive nutrient from this intestine. Then why it is completely absent means, in intestine what kind of food is there? Digested or have to digest? ಜೀರ್ಣ ಆಗಿರೋ ಆಹಾರನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಜೀರ್ಣ ಆಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಆಹಾರನ? In intestine already present in digested food, no need to further digest there. So it's going to nutrients directly from the intestine. It's going to suck the nutrient from that intestine. That's the reason in parasitic animals, in endoparasitic animals, there is no digestive, completely absent. Then what about free living means? Planaria. In planaria, digestion is incomplete digestion. Only one hole is present. Incomplete means single opening. Single opening acts as a both mouth and anus. That's a incomplete digestion. Okay, next, one more thing is, one more special structure is going to form here, those called flame cells. Where it will exist? See, this is what excreted through. These are flame cells. These are flame cells. These two rod-like structures, there no excretory tube. Here one hole is there. This is called excretory pore. One special structure is going to form. Those are called flame cells. What are the function of flame cells here? Flame cells going to absorb the unwanted things, unwanted food or unwanted water, whatever unwanted things are going to absorb, and it's sent through the excretory tube. Whatever present in the body, unwanted things, it's going to absorb and send through this excretory tube towards excretory pore, and after it will unwanted fecal matter or unwanted substance comes out from the excretory pore, this pore. These are going to absorb unwanted things and send through these tubules, excretory tubules, and comes out from the excretory pore. These are main function of flame cells. Then why there is no anus? Why we are calling excretory pores? Or you may ask, why we are calling excretory pore? Why can't anus? Then what is the difference between excretory pore and anus? Excretory pore and anus difference is, little difference is there. Anus is only excrete unwanted fecal matter, undigested food, right or wrong? Undigested or unwanted substance will excrete from the anus. Here whatever excretory pore, in excretory pore we are going to excrete unwanted substance, whatever, like water, air, whatever unwanted things, substance. If whatever body contains the unwanted things, either fecal matter or water or air or whatever, unwanted substance, waste substance, going to excrete from the excretory pore. But anus only fecal matter. That's the reason it's called as a excretory pore. Okay, next we'll see reproduction now. See next reproduction. Here reproduction is sexual reproduction. Fatty element is makes reproduction by sexual. There is completely absent of asexual reproduction. I told you hermaphrodites. Have you heard? Hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodites means both egg and sperms are going to produce only single organism. There is no sexes not separated. Right? The hermaphrodites, both eggs and sperms are going to produce only one organism. That's called hermaphrodites. There is no separated sex. Right? Next, see, fertilization means, fertilization is internal fertilization. Both egg and sperm are going to form, going to fuse inside of the body. So that's called as a internal fertilization. Internal, inside the body. That's called as internal fertilization. Both egg and sperm are going to fuse inside of the body. It's called as an internal fertilization. It possesses the internal fertilization. Inside of the body is going to fuse. and development is indirect development. See, what is indirect development means? Because of they are going to form larva stage. I told you, larva means intermediate structure, not matured. Intermediate structure going to form between the zygote and newborn organism. Here larva is going to form. This is larva. The between the zygote and newborn, when the intermediate structure is going to form, that's called as a larva stage. Larva stage, if it occurs, means it's a indirect development. Okay, next, see, these are the example for the platyhelminthes: planaria, liver fluke and tapeworm. See, I would like to say about tapeworm, how tapeworm will enter in our body. Tapeworm ಯಾವ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, by eating fork means pig meat, handi mamsa. See, already fork is contains the tapeworm. While eating that meat, it enters and it causes disease. Name is called teniasis. So then what we have to do, sir? How to eat this one? We have to eat meat, means we will get disease, teniasis. Then what is the solution for it? See, while before going to eat that meat, you must cook, you must boil that meat properly. Okay, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೆಂದಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಬೇಯಿಸಿ ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೇಯಿಸಿ ತಿಂದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಲಿವರ್ ಟೇಪ್ವರ್ಮ್ ಐತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬಾಡಿಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರ್ ಆಗಿ ಟೀನಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಬರುತ್ತೆ. So be careful about it, be aware about it. While if anybody eating that fork, you before going to eat, cook well, boil it well. Okay, next we will see, tomorrow we will see next phylum, Aschelminthes. Today what we discussed today? Platyhelminthes, the organ system, symmetry. What about symmetry here? Bilateral symmetry. Okay, occurrence, endoparasites. What are parasites? Types of parasites, ectoparasites. What is the meaning of ectoparasites and endoparasites? We all observe this one. And special feature is a very important here. Special features of flame cells. What is the function of flame cells? What is the function of hook and suckers? Okay, what is the causes of this one? Tapeworm, teniasis disease. Okay, these all are we discussed today, and tomorrow I will see Aschelminthes. Okay.